Trump will do whatever he can to help the country. After FBI raid, temperature has to be brought down. So this is, I guess, a text interview. Because it's with Fox News Digital. I guess that's just text. But there's a couple things in here that I think are interesting. Donald Trump, he's, in my opinion, not doing so well with his hand when it comes to this FBI raid. He's kind of like, every time the FBI raid has like a new kind of like, you know, the DOJ releases the warrant or like a new thing comes out or whatever, right? Like Donald Trump just like, he keeps lying, right? Instead of like manipulating the truth in strategic ways, he's just outright lying over and over, right? So we're in that like divergent reality, right? So like we're in a shared reality when the FBI raid happens, right? All we know is that there was an FBI raid, right? And then Donald Trump starts talking, right? And then, right, this is the real world, right? Like this is the real world, and this is the MAGA timeline, right? So like as soon as Donald Trump starts talking, right, like, you know, they start to diverge. It's a divergent reality, right? So Donald Trump is like just constructing his own world. But the thing is, like, I don't know if that really means anything if you're dealing with the fucking FBI. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We've also seen a lot of threats of violence against the FBI, which, hey, I mean, where were these fucking right-wing threats of violence against the FBI in the 1960s? You know what I mean? Like a little late to the party. But anyway, let's read a couple lines of this. Former President Trump said he will do whatever, blah, blah, blah. In an exclusive interview with Fox News Digital on Monday morning, his first since the raid, Trump said he had his representatives reach out to the Justice Department to offer to help amid outrage over the FBI's unprecedented raid on his private residence last week, in which agents seized classified records, including some marked as top secret. Trump is disputing the classification of those records, saying the records have been declassified. So this is the meme, right? So he's saying, oh, I declassified them. What? Yeah, I could just do that. What? So he's citing a law that says that you can declassify anything, but that's actually not true, right? There is like an approval process, and there is like, you have to submit it, right? You have to like say, I am declassifying this. It goes through a process. It gets approved. You can't just take the document on fucking January 20th, like at fucking 11:53 p.m. or a.m., right? You can't just take it and go like, I declare this is declassified, and then just walk out. You know, that's not how it works. That's just not how it works, but, anyway, but again, it's the divergent reality. Like, if you're a Trumper and you think he declassified them and they're still going after him, right? You're going to fucking get a nail gun and go to the FBI office and scream, charge! And then no one's going to be there with you. And then you're going to get shot in the head by a stupid fucking cop. Quote, this country is in a very dangerous position. There is tremendous anger like I've never seen before over all of, like, you never seen this during January 6th, maybe? You didn't see any tremendous anger on January 6th, 2021? Maybe just a little bit of tremendous anger? I'm not sure. Years of scams and witch hunts, and now this, Trump said. If there's anything we can do to help, I and my people will certainly be willing to do that. Like, help what? Like, help the FBI investigation? Help heal the country? Like what is... like, that's the thing. Like, Donald Trump, like, his modus operandi is just lying over and over again, because the people that are going to believe what he says, you can get them to believe anything. If they can believe an outright lie, they are capable of believing anything, right? And because, like, the people that like, it's the emperor has no clothes scenario, there's so many people, right, that are like in lockstep with his conspiracy theories that they can use the group power to initiate peer pressure on people that are closer to them in their political alliances, right? So there's a lot of Republicans that I'm sure know that the FBI raid is for good reason, and that Donald Trump is obviously lying. But, you know, when their sister calls up on the phone and said, "Oh man, goddamn, you should have been, they know the scam, goddamn," right? Like, you're gonna be like, oh, gee, yeah, you're gonna, it's that peer pressure thing. Right, so the divergent reality, you know, with enough people, they can create a lot of havoc. There has never been a time like this where law enforcement has been used to break into the house of a former president of the United States. And there's tremendous anger in this country at a level that has never been seen before, other than during very perilous times. I mean, okay. Yes, it is unprecedented, but like, also, where is this anger? And like, imagine, like, I literally cannot imagine. I cannot imagine going to the FBI office with a nail gun to commit suicide by cop over Donald Trump. Like, I'm going to die by the orange man, right? Like, I will sacrifice my life. Like, actually, Batman, I will sacrifice my one life on planet Earth for the sake of the orange man. And they can't even fucking know your name. They don't even know your name, bro. Donald Trump does not even know your name. Like, at least with Ashley Babbitt, he knows the fucking bitch's name. But like, this motherfucker, like, doesn't even know this guy's name, and he killed himself, suicide by cop, over Donald Trump. Like, imagine how, like, again, like, I can't help but laugh at these people because they're embarrassing, but I need you to understand, dude. Imagine you commit suicide by cop over the orange man, and he literally doesn't even know who you are. Like, oh... Trump told the Fox News team he has not heard yet from the Justice Department on whether they will accept his offer for help. I think they would want the same thing. I've never seen anything like this. It is a very dangerous time for our country. Like, first of all, it's not a dangerous time for your country. Like, it's a dangerous time for you. Like, you personally, yes, it is a dangerous time. The country is doing just fine. The country's great. The country is doing a great fucking job. I will do whatever I can to help the country. So anyway, oh my god. And then they break into a president's house. A sneak attack where it was totally no one ever thought anything like this would happen. A sneak attack! My man called the FBI raid a sneak attack. Whoa, like a plus 20% multiplier on that shit. A sneak attack. Jesus fucking Christ. So yeah, now he's saying that they planted stuff and all that. Like, he's just listing all the conspiracies here. But yeah, I mean, the point of what I wanted to talk about with this article is, again, it's the divergent reality thing, right? Like, we've been living in, like, multiple, like, series of divergent realities that sometimes they intersect, right? But the thing, think of it like the many worlds theory of quantum mechanics, right? Like, at any moment, right, your world can break off into another world in the many worlds multiverse, right? But that's actually kind of like the logic that we are actually dealing with in the public consciousness, right? The QAnon people, they're in their own world, right? Like the liberals that love like Hillary Clinton and like cheerlead like fucking Joe Biden all day, they're in their own world, right? The fucking, Trump people, they're in their own world. And sometimes the Trump people and the QAnon people's worlds will intersect and then they'll break off again. And, like it's just like, that's what we're dealing with, right? Like, it's the alternative facts theory. When Donald Trump can just lie, and there's millions of people that go like, the orange man, I love him. Like, what do you do? Like, how do you... Like, what do you do? Like, again, Donald Trump said, I could shoot someone on Fifth Avenue and people would still vote for me. And that's so true. That is so fucking true, okay? Right? And again, you got these motherfuckers saying, we're going Civil War. We're going to go in with guns. And right? They're insane. Again, once again, Donald Trump lost the 2020 election. Joe Biden won the 2020 election. That's why Joe Biden is president. And Donald Trump's getting raided by the FBI right now at a stupid golf course, right? So that wouldn't be possible if Donald Trump didn't lose the election. But he did lose the election. And therefore, that's why he's at a stupid golf course. That's why his wife is dead in the backyard of Bedminster, New Jersey. And so on and so forth. So... Anyway, there you go. Orange Man, not so good.